Mic check, mic check. What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm in the building. Early morning live stream. Not as early as I thought it was going to be. I had a little technical difficulty setting everything up this morning, but I'm still here. I'm still here. It's a part of life. And you're gonna have a lot of things go bad and have a lot of things go wrong, but you gotta keep pushing. Don't let a little adversity, a little couple of issues here and there knock you down. You gotta keep pushing. First and foremost, let me make sure that I got everything set up properly. If you can see me and you can hear me clearly, do me a favor, put a one in the chat to let me know that I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this live stream. I'm talking to all my fellas about three things that a masculine man must be able to control. There we go. Okay, we got a one in the chat. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to the real Deborah Jackson. What's going on, man? I appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. Pardon me for looking around, man. I got everything's all kind of messed up, man. But I'm gonna just get into it. First and foremost, man, to be able to be considered a masculine man, there are several things that you must be able to control. Okay, a masculine man is in control of himself. He may not be in control of anything or everything else around him, but at minimum, he is in control of himself. And this is where a lot of men go wrong. A lot of men are able to be manipulated, by other people and things of that nature. And so, a masculine man is not able to be manipulated. And in order for him to be in a position where he cannot be manipulated, he must be in control of several things in his life. We're going to start it off with first and foremost, got to be in control of his mind, has to be in control of his mind. Listen, one of the things I see out here all the time amongst men, I see it with women as well, but just amongst men, is that many men are followers. They're not leaders. There's so many men out here that aren't even living the life that they want to live for themselves. They're living someone else's life simply because they think that's what they need to do. They're following other people that are telling them, "You're not a man if you don't do this. You're not a man if you don't do that. Or if you live your life like this, you are less than a man." And so you have people out here who are living their lives according to what somebody else believes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that there are certain things internally within us that will determine, our level of manhood. But there are some things that are external that don't. And a lot of people look at the external and try to determine or define what manhood is based on what they see externally. And I don't believe that. I'll give you an example. When it comes to money, a lot of people say, "Yo, you're less than a man if you're not making this type of money. You're less than a man if you can't buy this. You're less than a man if you can't provide this. You're less than a man." You know what I'm saying? And let me see, bro. There's a problem with my mic. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on with the microphone. I don't know what the problem could be. Hold on, let me go settings. I don't know. It looks like I got everything set up. What's going on with the microphone? If my microphone is bad, somebody let me know what's going on with the mic. Is anybody else here a problem with my mic? I'm gonna keep going, y'all. Y'all let me know what's going on. Okay, I didn't think there was something going on. All right. Well, anyway, I'll keep going. A lot of people look at external things and to try to determine whether or not somebody is a man. Okay, guys, you have to control your mind and you have to understand that you as a man, okay, are determined by your ability to make decisions that are best for you as a man. Like what I'm trying to say is, you got a lot of guys out here that are chasing money, and there's nothing wrong with chasing money. I believe you should chase purpose over money because when you chase your purpose, it's that chase is more of an internal satisfaction. A lot of guys that chase their purpose, they're happy, they have inner happiness, they have inner peace because they're chasing their purpose. But what happens is a lot of men get caught up with, I have to make a certain amount of money, I have to have a certain amount of money, I have to this, I have to that. So what happens is they end up chasing money by either getting out here on the streets and doing stuff that they shouldn't do to get that fast money, getting out here and getting into, jobs that they cannot stand, jobs that they don't like, jobs that break them down mentally, emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Just to get that paycheck. Internally, they're not happy, but you're listening to someone else that says, "Yo, you're less than a man. You're not making this type of money." So what do? They go out there and they chase that money. Internally, they're never going to be happy because they're doing things that they really don't want to do just to get the money. So, it's like that, and that's how I see it. You have to be able to control your mind. Okay, part of controlling your mind is having discipline. You must be disciplined to be masculine, okay? It takes a lot of discipline. Let me explain something to you. A lot of men think that we don't have emotions, or a lot of men try to suppress their emotions, but a lot of what everybody does in life is based on their emotions. Plain and simple. We got a lot of guys who are out of overshape, out out of shape, overweight or things like that, right? And usually that's because of the emotional attachment that you have to good tasting food, right? You like the sweets, you like the candy, you like the soda, and all that stuff. You like the foods that taste well, but aren't well for you, aren't good for you. Okay. Your mind is what is going to keep you disciplined enough to be stronger than the emotions that you have. Emotions are strong. In my opinion, emotions are the strongest thing on this earth. I mean, most people are in situations that they're in because of their emotions. Period. I don't see it any other way. Just the emotion, any issues and problems that I find myself in is because of my emotions. I can point any area of my life that's lacking is because somewhere my emotions were involved. When my money is not right, it's because of my emotions. Okay. A lot of times my money is not right because emotionally I want to buy something. I have a feeling like, yo, I want to buy that. I want to buy this. When I should have took that money and set it to the side and either saved it, invested it, or, just paid a bill. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us do that. We know that bill got to get paid, but hey, some new pair of sneakers came out, or new, I don't know, new electronic device. You know what I'm saying? That new phone came out, and you want to jump and get that new phone, and now you want to figure out, now you got to figure out how you gonna pay the light bill. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just it's your mind. You know what I'm saying, guys? To be masculine, your mind. And then, this goes for women as well. Like, I'm not trying to tell women, how to be masculine, but I'm just saying, as people in you have to be able to control your mind. All right? It's very, very important. You have to have mind control. Because I'm telling you, we're not that smart. I mean, we go off of emotion. It just is what it is. But for the men, guys, and y'all know for the ladies watching my channel, it is, basically toward the men, but it applies both ways. You have to have that mind control. You have to have that mind control. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're less than because of how you move. Now, if you're moving in a trash kind of way, yeah, I get that. But what I'm simply saying is, don't stand on what you stand on externally, right? I'm talking about like the external factors. Like, let's talk about relationships. I know I talk a lot about relationships. A lot of guys, I see a lot of guys that are kind of sabotaging their relationships simply because of what everyone else is saying about how relationships should be, how this should be. It got to be like this, and it got to be like that, and blah blah blah. You could have been in a relationship for 5 years, 10 years, and everything's going fine. And I see guys now that are starting to consume certain things where it's like, oh, okay, now you know what? This is not acceptable no more. Girl, you need to do this. Woman, you need to start doing like this. Woman, you need to start acting like that. And I think that that's just bad. You understand what I'm saying? Again, that's the external. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Now, you got to be careful because if you've been in a situation for a certain amount of time and you've been accepting certain behavior for a certain amount of time, I get it where now you want to stand up for yourself and say, "Okay, you know what? This is not acceptable," right? I get that because that's internal. You're being treated a certain way, and now you finally have, the kahunas to stand up for yourself and say, "I don't wanna be treated that way anymore." That's fine. I love that for men to really start to, step into their manhood and say, "Yo, I don't really accept this no more." And for the women too, for the women that are like, "Yo, you know what? This is not acceptable for me. I've accepted this long enough. I've been holding it in. I can't do it anymore." So you wanna stand up for yourself, for your mental sanity, you know what I'm saying? For your emotional health, for your mental health. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that because that's what affects you internally. But for the external stuff, a lot of people are doing stuff, you know what I'm saying, for external validation. They want themselves to look a certain way to other people, and that's bad. Guys, ladies, you have to have a mind of your own. Don't worry about what other people think about you or your situation. Don't worry about it. If it's okay for you, if it's acceptable for you, then you go with it. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. There's a lot of that going on. It's too much of this going on. Think for yourself and don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. All right. Next, I touched on this a little bit. The first one, the second thing is that guys, what you must be able to master, what you must be able to control is your money. Let me tell you something. Money's not everything. I know a lot of people, they get into the money conversation. I'm not going to say that money is everything, but money is a lot of things. Money has to do with your freedom. That's how I look at money. Money is my freedom. When I don't have money, I feel like, how can I say it, man? I'm locked in. I'm locked into something that I have to do that I really don't wanna do. When you have money, you have freedom. You're free to move from point A to point B. There's so many more options that open up. You can, you have better options when it comes to where you live. You have better options when it comes to the type of food you understand what I'm saying? Um, you just have better options, period. Especially one of the big options that people don't realize that you have when it comes to money is your health. See, your health is internal. You need your health. I know some people that are simply have bad health or are in bad shape simply because they can't afford to be in good shape. Everybody knows, man, when you go to the supermarket, when you go to the corner store, when you stop at the gas station, you look at something that's healthy and you look at something that is unhealthy. The unhealthy foods cost so much less. And half of that stuff, in my opinion, I don't even call it food. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more chemical in the item than actually food, in my opinion. Like, I'm a vegetarian and food grows from the ground. For me, food grows from the ground. There are so many items out there that people are buying and consuming that no part of it came out of the ground. It was all chemically just put together. Chemically, like just a bunch of chemicals and some stuff and some things and put it together, glued it all up, heat it up, chopped it up, and put it in a bag, and people are eating it, putting it in their bodies. But a lot of times people are doing this because they're hungry, but you can't afford the proper food. Money has a lot to do with a whole lot, I'm telling you. Um, some people are slaves to a job. Some people are slaves to a job that they do not like at all, don't wanna go to, can't stand going to every single day, but they locked in. It's what they have to do to get by. So you're going to a job that does not mentally, stimulate you. You don't like being at the job at all, period, but it's just what you have to do because you don't have money. You're there because you living from paycheck to paycheck. People that are not living from paycheck to paycheck, people that have money, you know what I'm saying, some money sitting around, stashed around that they saved over time or whatever the case is, they have options. They'll start looking at other jobs when this job isn't doing what this job wants them to do. "Oh, you know what? This job is not what it used to be. Imma go out here and look for another job." But they know in order for me to go out here and look for another job, I have to be able to leave this job. Sometimes you kinda maneuver and do both, filling out applications, whatever the case is. But knowing that you have that cushion to say, "Okay, I got you know what I'm saying, 6 months worth of money saved up. I got 10 months. I got a year worth of, you know what I'm saying, some money saved up so I can go ahead and take that leap. It's freedom. Having that money is freedom. So you jump out there and you got other options. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can jump out there and you have options. So again, having money gives you options. You feel like for a man, you feel like less than a man if you don't have those options. You're just stuck. I mean, so I don't know, man. Money is very important. Okay, I got somebody else saying that my mic is bad. Again, I don't know why what the issue is. And then I got people saying that nothing's wrong with my mic. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can give me 1 second. I don't know, man. My numbers, everything is looking good. I don't know. Is it too loud? Is it too low? What is wrong with the mic? Okay, maybe if I hit that right there. If I hit that right there. I don't know. I changed some settings. Maybe that'll help. So yeah, so first, like I said, having control of your mind is very important when it comes to you guys, us men being masculine because you're not easily going to be you're not easily going to be able to be manipulated, especially in relationships, man. When it comes to dealing with women, man, it's very easy to be manipulated. So oh man, so I messed something up. Hold on. I appreciate you, no clout. Hold on, give me a second. I think I know what I did. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Um, I think I did. I don't know. I think that's the only thing I did. Um, I don't know. I hope it's. Can you still hear me? Shout out to No Cloud. Can you still hear me? Do I sound good? Do I need to turn my volume up or what? Let me see. Let me turn this up a little bit. Maybe. All right. So let me get back into it. So yeah, like you're easy when your money's not right. Easily manipulated. Like that. When your money's not right, it's easy for you to be manipulated. So guys, you gotta get your money right. Okay. Very, very, very important. Okay. Last but not least, guys, and this is for the guys, man. You gotta have that meat. You gotta have that meat control, man. You gotta have that. You gotta you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that meat control, man. A lot of guys are in some situations that are irreversible. If you understand what I'm saying? A lot of guys out there have children with women that you know what I'm saying, you probably did not wanna have a child with, but again, because you weren't disciplined when it came to that meat control, you know what I'm saying? You got yourself jammed up in a situation, and that situation isn't going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Look, a lot of times us men, we out here, a lot of men in relationships, married men, again, man, you're not disciplined, you ain't got control of that, you go out here and turn around and mess up your whole family. Now, a lot of guys jump out there, "Well, for a man is this and for a man is that." Listen. One thing I don't believe in is, I just believe that if you know yourself as a man and you know that as a man, this is how I move, then why would you put yourself in a situation to where, okay, I can't move like that? Just be 100% honest and say, "Yo, listen," you know what I'm saying? You in a relationship, you're dealing with a woman, she trying to lock you down. She say, "Oh, I want us to be exclusive," or whatever like that. If you know that that's not for you, just be honest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't just say, "Yeah, yeah, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna do this, and it's just gonna be us," and then behind the scenes, you're doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Yo, a lot of guys are jammed up, man, over this ain't got no control over that beat, man. I'm just being honest, man. That's not, in my opinion, that's not masculine, man. That's not masculine. Masculine men have control over themselves, have control over their body. Again, it comes down to discipline. Like the first thing I said, your mind. It really all boils down to your mind, man. It really boils down to your mind over emotions, that mind control. You got to be able to control that mind, man. But I get it, man. Sometimes we get out of control, and so our desires take over. So when the desires take over, man, you gotta have that meat control. Period, man. So, guys, those are the only 3 things I just wanted to jump on here real quick. Imma start trying to do live streams in the morning. I don't know how it's gonna work out because it's kind of kinda messing up or kinda jamming up my workout routine. I'm trying to be a little more active on YouTube, trying to be more active with community. I see that my channel is growing and, you know oh, man, hold on, who's this? I wanna put this comment up here. Let me see. Clever girl Megan, maybe this message is just for guys. That's why I can't hear it. Oh, man, that's what's up. I appreciate that comment, that's funny. Um, and then listen, you know what? Also, I just wanna jump out there and say I know I'm kinda getting off track, but since I have, y'all guys' attention, I just jump out here. I'm trying to originally, when I started the channel, the channel was geared toward men. I'm always gonna keep the channel geared toward men, but I do know that I have a lot of ladies that do, interact with the channel, and a lot of, the stuff that I put out, I do get a lot of comments, from the women from the women stating that, "Yo, this goes both ways. This goes both ways, and it goes both ways." And then when I do look, I'm like, "Hey, you know what? Man, that could go both ways." So for a lot of the stuff, and I think I said this once before, a lot of the stuff that affects both men and women, or is just not necessarily a man or woman thing, just a human thing, I'll just kinda open it up and just have the conversation for it just being a people thing or a person thing, not necessarily just a a man thing. But because I'm a man, I speak just from a man's point of view because I've always lived my life as a man and nothing else, and so I don't know what it's like to be, you know what I'm saying, anything else. So, you know what I mean? Um, shout out to Reg Banks, man. What's going on? I appreciate you, man. Always control your emotions. Yeah, man. Always control your emotions, man. Your emotions, man. And it gets tough, man. It gets hard, especially, and I'm gonna say this, especially because I've been there before, man. I don't have a problem, admit that this has been me at a point in time. When it comes to your emotion, well, let me start off when I was young, man. I was emotional as crazy. I was at a temple, you know what I mean? And I never really associated the anger and my temper with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I always thought my temper made me strong. I always thought that anger, was my strength because I was always ready to fight. I wanted to show people how strong I was and how good I could fight. If you mess with me, I'm gonna beat you up, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't realize that that was just like the emotional side of me. Now, what is it that I was going through that had me emotionally just like that? I don't know. I just thought, I don't know. I just thought that that's what I had to do as a little boy, you know what I'm saying, to be tough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know, that was me. Now, once I got older and I started to realize, like, nah, that's my emotions. Once I started to learn myself, self-awareness, guys. Once I started to learn myself and learn about, emotions and feelings and all this kind of stuff like that, did I start to realize, like, man, that's crazy. Like, I was just emotional, and I don't even know why. And then now, man, just as adults, we get into situations where, especially, men, you know, we get emotionally attached to women. And man, that could take you out. I'm telling you, it could take you out. It could take you all the way out, man. I've been there. Yeah, it's bad, but you gotta understand these things, you have to understand how your emotions will basically drive or determine your entire life if you don't have the strength to walk away from certain situations because of the emotional attachment that you have to either her or it, whatever it might be, whether it be a job, whether, you know what I'm saying, it be whatever it is, it be an organization that you're a part of, you know what I'm saying, and you just rocking with the organization, but you really don't rock. You understand what I'm saying? That emotional attachment to whatever it is, man, will have you messed up. It'll have you being in relationships that you don't want to be in. It'll cause you, I mean, it'll just mess your whole life up. So, guys, your emotions, man, mind over emotion. To be honest with you, I really think at the end of the day, even for the strongest of strong men, them emotions are going to be there. So you just have to be, it just you have to program yourself that, like, yo, this is what I got to do when this happens. Do it and then deal with the emotional side later. You can't you can't really deal with the emotional side while you're still there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like a relationship, while you're still attached. You can't because the emotion is always gonna like lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like the logic is gonna tell you one thing, but the emotion is gonna tell you something else. You know what I mean? So you just always have to be, ready to follow the logic and deal with the emotion on the back, you know. Um, so yeah, guys, those are the 3 things. Um, Let me see, is it just me or the sound is not that good? I'm not sure, man. Some people are saying it's good, some people are saying the sound is good, some people are saying the sound is bad. I'm not really sure. I guess, I don't know. I guess I gotta play it back and see what's going on with the sound. I jumped on here real fast, because I just wanted to jump on, so maybe I don't know, maybe I got something that I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? It's cutting out. Okay, Rachel, it's cutting out. Okay, I don't know, maybe I got it up to, is it too loud? Is that any better? Is that any better? Okay, but you can still understand. Nah, that's not good enough, man. I want it to be good. I want everything to be on point, man. Stozy, oh, man, I don't wanna pronounce your name wrong. Stozy, I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, okay, it's cutting out. Maybe I got it up too high. Maybe that's what it is. Let me cut it down a little bit. That's what it is. But, I apologize for the audio, y'all. I apologize for the audio. Again, I'm trying to get my live stream game up, and so I just hopped on here real quick at the last minute, just to put this out. So those are the 2 things, guys, that I think that, or that I know for a fact that at least for me, me becoming, more into my masculinity, those are the things that I really had to work on. It's really one thing, it's your mind. At the end of the day, it's really your mind. But you can work on these 3 things independently. Um, you can still work on each one of these 3 things independently, but at the end of the day, it still, it really just all comes down to your mind. So look, guys, I appreciate y'all for lock loading with me this morning. I apologize for the audio. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm going to usually I get on early enough where I can test some things out and make sure everything is good. But I ain't had it this time, so I apologize, man. But don't let that stop you from locking and loading with me. I'm probably gonna be doing something in the morning on a regular basis. I'm just gonna see how I can work that out with my workouts. And I appreciate y'all. So look for me I don't know, maybe tomorrow morning, or I might do something later on this evening as well. Do me a favor, if y'all are not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and, y'all can leave me comments and let me know what y'all wanna talk about. I do know there is a video that I have coming out. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live or if it's gonna be a video, but I have a gentleman who has been asking me about, street smarts, right? How, as a man, your street smarts um, you know what I'm saying? I guess can help you along in life. Um, I to you, I see your comments, man. I see your comments. So I got something coming out soon for that. Okay. I guys appreciate y'all for locking in with me, man. And just stay tuned if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and just let me know what y'all think. Let me know y'all got any advice, anything like that, man. Just put it out there and I'll see what I can do. All right. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.